Hi everyone. Hello everyone. So hi everyone. This is my first live video, and I am I'm trying this video actually. Hi everyone. Okay, so there, learning is not perfection. To learn, you don't have to be perfect, and this is what I struggled with Facebook. So I have a podcast. If you're following me on Facebook, if you're following me also on my channel, it's called Talk to Connect. This is where I actually interview people to share their story, to share their journey, to share their learnings in life, so that other people can learn from them, and other people can get a clear picture of how they can start their own life. And this is 2022, and I know the last 2 years has been a very challenging year with the pandemic and all of this. And one thing that I learned from this people that I interviewed is that most of them had something that kept them going, that kept them growing, that kept them changing and becoming the people or having the lifestyle that they have right now is clarity. And I think one of the things that I want to share today is, if you are trying to change 2022 and make it a year that it's better for you, I think is understanding your clarity. And I want to share this is because when the pandemic started, I just started my journey of coaching and making a podcast and interviewing people and all of these things. But I never thought that I would, when pandemic started, everybody was telling me this is the wrong time for you to try and even put your effort in this coaching thing right now, because there's a lot of things are going on. But for the first time in my life, I had one thing that I was clear about, is had clarity of what I want to do. It was something that I was putting off all my time, and I was trying to avoid to do. But that clarity of understanding what is my purpose, and this is the question that I've always asked myself and the struggle to find, and realizing that my purpose is just to help people find their potential, to find their inner self and find their potential, so that they can create and become the unique people that they want. And every time I was working with people and find someone finding their potential and maybe their passion and starting their talent, or maybe get the promotion or making the relationship work, it was a fulfillment. And I never took it as, you take it as something that I'm doing, but then when it says your calling, it's your calling, and you know that this is what I'm meant to do in this world. But also, I learned something. I learned in this journey where we are learning to change our lives. It's very important when you're on this journey to understand where you are in your life. Where are you currently in your life? And we have 5 stages in our life where we are in our life, and we either want to change, you want to grow, or have that lifestyle. So we have 5 journey stages that we take in the journey of growth. So one is the struggle stage. And I think when you're in this stage, and if you are in this stage, I want you just to understand this. This is the best stage of your life, because this is where you are doubting, complaining, regretting, and feeling so low and so sorry. So if you're in this stage, I want you to remember this. This is a stage where you are supposed to be learning. Get the learning is in this stage. Learning of how you got the learning of everything that has happened in your life. And I think this is the stage that a lot of people don't like. Healing from what made you become miserable, or made you become sad, or made you feel like you don't belong, or anything. So the struggle stage is a stage where we really sit and blame, and we don't take ownership of any kind in our life. So if you are in 2022 and you're in struggle stage, I want you to really sit down and think of, what is really happening to my life? How can I take ownership of my life? How can I have clarity of my life? I want to create a map for my life. What do I want in my life? How can I create a beautiful map that can give me the opportunities, the things that I want in life? And the second stage of life is when you are in the preparation stage. And this is an interesting one, because this is when you come from the struggle stage, and they said, they said, everything starts with the first step. When you put that effort to do something and you just do it, that's the time you start feeling that you're getting better. So that stage of, oh, I'm going to learn how to change my life and become something different. So if you put yourself in the preparation stage, this is where you're learning, and you put yourself out there and learn a lot of things. You want to learn who you are. You want to learn how to do things. You want to learn how to change your mind. And it's exciting. The sad part about the stage is that a lot of people are stuck in the stage, and they keep on learning and keep on learning and keep on learning. But they don't allow themselves to create the vision or go out of it. You just keep on learning, and you don't learn how to share your knowledge with others. You don't learn how to come and serve others. So what you do is you keep on learning new things. And in this world where we have a lot of people talking about a lot of things, so what you find yourself, you learn from this one. And you actually, if you're like me, you'll become a junkie of seminars. I used to go to a lot of seminars in this one, and I'll get excited and I'll do this course and I'll have the certificate, but I never took any action to do anything. So the preparation stage is actually a transition stage where you can actually go back to your normal struggling stage if you don't do anything about it, or it is a transition stage where it's going to take you on your journey. And in your journey now, this is where most of us are in. Now, you've struggled in your struggle and you learned, and then you started doing something, and happily and excitedly, you started creating a difference in your life. So maybe you increased your salary, maybe you started getting clients, maybe your business grew. Name whatever you changes that you created your life, and you have a different kind of life from your struggling life, and that becomes your comfort zone, because now you've worked and you've earning and you've created some income, or maybe your relationship is working, or maybe whatever you're looking for in life, whatever change that you're looking in life, now you're in that journey and you're creating those changes. But you now have this clinging. This is, I did it. So you don't want to do anything a little bit out of the context. So you have the fear of failure, and you have the fear of, what if I take a risk and this doesn't happen? So it's very hard for you to get a lifestyle. And I think a lot of us are dreaming of having a lifestyle, a fulfilled lifestyle, where you can live a life that you feel like every area of your life is being fulfilled, be it in relationship, be it in spirituality, be it. So for you to have that trophy, a vision, and I think all of us have a vision. If you have a vision, you have a vision of, let's say, empowering 1 million people around the world, or have a vision of making 1 million around the world, or have a vision of creating anything, be it having a house, be whatever vision you have, that is your trophy. Yeah? So when you're in the journey, you're creating the little things that are building you to go to your vision, but you have to transit from journey to go to your lifestyle. And in between that, there's a part of challenges. And this is where a lot of us are scared. A lot of us are scared of challenges. What if, I don't want to take the challenges because maybe I lose the money? But I want you to look at the most successful people in the world. The one thing that they do is they have the intention of being what they want to be. They go through the journey and they face the challenges. And some of them have lost money. Some of them have become bankrupt. Some of them have faced so many things in life. But I see them looking at their life as the trophies on the top of the mountain. And if I need it, I need to climb this mountain. So no matter what happens, I'm going to reach the vision. I'm going to reach that goal. So what is your purpose? What is your purpose in this world? What is that vision? One thing that you want to create or do in this world that makes you unique. I like what Oprah says. Oprah says that every single person in this world has a purpose. Every single person in this world has a calling. And when you connect your personality with your goals and your calling and your goals, you are unstoppable. But for you to do that, then you have to walk around the challenges. So face another. You said a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So that step that you will take now to go through the challenges that, oh, maybe I'm going to lose the money, maybe my partners will not understand me. The only thing that helps you to do that decision is when you really have clarity. You're following your values. You understand what your values are to you. You understand your vision. Like, your vision is very, very clear, your purpose in this world. And if you've read the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you have that notion of what is the legacy that I want to leave behind. And a legacy is not a lifestyle. It is the calling that you have and the service that you give to others and the change that you create. So what do you want to create and become as a human being? What is your purpose in this world? What is driving you to want to get that money, get that car? Because these are all things that we need, but what is the purpose of you needing all this comfort is what you're looking for. So this year should be a year of clarity. What is it that you want in your life? What is the one thing that is driving you to become? If you say, I'm going to become a better wife, why? What is the purpose of you becoming a better? What is your why? It's not the how am I going to do it, but what is your why? What is my real calling in this life? What is my purpose? How do I get through my journey with this, to create that lifestyle that I want? Sure. I know they say if you want to reach the moon, you just shoot to the moon. And if you fail on the stars, it's okay. At least you fell on the stars. But then that is settling. My aim is the moon. So why should I not go to the moon and settle on the stars? I need to shoot the moon. That is my aim. Then I need to go to the moon. So most of us, and I think for me, I think the one thing that I've learned from where I've grown up and how life has been and what has changed right now is that I was taught to survive. And when you survive, you settle for anything that will give you that satisfaction for you to live your life. So any job that I have, I need to survive. I'll settle for anything. I'm settling for things that are not making me happy because maybe they're paying me a lot of work, but they're not making me reach my vision, or they're not making me have the life that I want. I'm not working towards with my values, but I'm settling for anything because I have to survive. I think when you are in the survival mode, and that's especially when you're coming from a background of lacking, you want to survive the day, you want to survive. So you are thinking of currently, what can I do today so that I can have for tomorrow? And the best you have a house and you're being taught to have things that can make you be secured, but you're not being told to have things that can give you a life. So you don't have a life. And I found myself struggling so much to understand, what do I want in life? Why am I always failing? What is it that I'm looking for in life that is different? And I realized the only thing that I lacked was clarity. Once I got the clarity of understanding what is really I want in life, what is my purpose? What are the things the limitations that are making me not see or do the things that I want? Everything changes. So your purpose in this world, what is your purpose in this world? And when you have a lifestyle, and then you start having a lifestyle. And when I'm talking about lifestyle, everybody thinks like a lifestyle is to have a car and have followers on YouTube and Facebook. And it is a good lifestyle. And if everybody could have that life, they're good. But there's a lifestyle where you are connected in all areas of your life, where even if you face challenges, you don't give up in life and go back struggling to come back to yourself, or you go to become an addict or to do things that are out of order because things have gone bad. But when you have a lifestyle, you get to understand that everything in your life is connected from outside and in. My outside world and my inside world is connected. I'm connected to who I really am, authentically me. And what do I want? To be humble, to be happy, to do what I'm brought here to this world to do, to serve others to the next level and becoming the person that I want. And having that clear understanding of what really life means to you, and having that life that you want and doing the things that you love makes you becomes very uh, uh, unstoppable person. You do not doubt what you want to do, no matter the circumstances. So I'm saying this because when Corona started, it was quite a challenge for most of us. But for me, I had reached that part of understanding what I really wanted in life. What was my calling? What do I want, Fatima? And what I was thinking of is, how can I help someone else find their clarity? How can I help someone else find their potential and feel and find their inner self to become better? How can I help someone else serve someone else become a better version of themselves? Because that's what I've been struggling all of my life, to just find my inner potential and just do something that I love and create the life that I want. And when I was looking at my vision board, I had all this cars and houses and money, but there's only one question that I was looking for is, who am I and what do I want this world to remember me for? And every time I was asking myself this question, I realized, if I'm a teacher and I'm teaching children, what I'm looking for is to teach people in a bigger spectrum and teaching people for things that have bigger meaning, and allow people to find what I found, my potential, my uniqueness, my need to become better, and my becoming better version of myself, and my call. And that was the most powerful thing. So when Corona came, I got Corona and I was in the hospital for like 8 days in being on oxygen. And I was like, oh, I'm very grateful, that I'm alive today. But in that journey, the only thing that kept me is that I believe that God has a purpose for me. And that faith that I had that time, that faith that I have a purpose in this world, and that purpose is not served yet, but God has a reason for me to be here. And when I got out of the bed, I was like, the faith that I had made me meet such amazing people. Even if I was very far from my home, I met amazing people who were there for me, and I felt love and I felt connection and I felt a lot of things. Even with my family being far, I could feel the love, and just because of that faith. And I think that faith came from the fact that I was clear that I needed to do something. But what did it do to me when I came out of that bed? It was knowing that I need to do it now. I need to serve people and do the things that I want to do and live my life, just live my life and enjoy. And that is where we talk about mindset change. When your mindset changes, it just doesn't change because you do affirmation or you change your negative beliefs to positive belief. It also changes, your mindset changes when you have clarity and know your purpose. Because what you've created now, you've created your identity. Now, having a vision without having an identity is a very hard thing. And your lifestyle is your identity. So when you've created that life, and I think when you reach that point of saying, I'm observing, but I'm not going to judge. Okay, because I don't want to be ignorant, but I need to learn. And I don't know what I don't know. So I have to learn so that I'm not ignorant and I'm not judging anything, because everybody and everything that is happening in this world happened for a reason. I just have to know what part of me I need to play to be in that situation. And the one thing that I learned when you get clarity is you get ownership. It's very powerful when you have ownership of your life, because you don't sit and expect people to understand you. You don't expect people, not in an arrogant way, but when you have a vision of your own, when you take ownership of your life, this vision is going to work. It's going to change my life only when I take that step and become that person. So that clarity helps you to take real ownership of your life, where you don't go and say, oh, I didn't work because someone rejected me. If you go back and say, he rejected me, but my vision is good. But what did I miss that he rejected me? And you start working on improving it instead of feeling bad and saying, oh, they rejected me, I'm not good. No, I'm good because I know my vision. So let me work on it and see what is it that I need to improve. Maybe I was not I didn't connect with him. And that's the power of having clarity, because your purpose is on, you are the only person who has the honor of that You're the only person who understands your vision. And if you can't make it grow, if you can't make it a reality, if you can't make it come real, nobody else can do it for you. So having clarity in this year, work on having clarity, working of asking yourself, who am I? What do I really want to do in this life? What do I really want to change? And what is really my purpose? What's my calling? What do I really want to offer to the world that is different? And if it's not different, it's unique. Might be there, but in a unique way. And walk that journey, because we can set goals as much as we want. But if you set goals without a purpose, it's useless. And goals are just a map where they're helping us to take a certain way to make it easy to reach your vision. And goals can change. Yeah, you can change your goals anytime. If it feels like I set this goal, maybe I set it too high, maybe I set it too low, maybe. So you have a room to change your goals, twist it the way you want. And the only thing that helps you to do that is when you really understand your purpose, because your goal is to reach where you want to go and living that lifestyle that you want. So you're looking for a fulfilled lifestyle. Just ask yourself, what is your purpose? Do I have a map in my life? Where am I currently in my life and in all areas of my life? What are my values? Your values are everything. And do you have clarity? Do I have that defined thing that I really want to become in 2022? And when you create that vision board, or when you have that visualization, or whatever you do, and when you're affirming, are you affirming to something that is really you? Or are you affirming to a negative vision? Because sometimes we have negative visions where we have other people's dream. I work in a company and I go with the company's vision and I want to grow, but I don't have my passion, my personal vision. Where do I want to see myself in the next 10 years? And do I really have that clarity of where I want to be? And believing that I can be there. So this is 2022. And I think from the pandemic, we've learned this, that life can change anytime and anything can happen. But the only thing that cannot change is when you have your identity and your purpose in life, because that's what is guiding you how to lead your life. That's what is helping you. If you go to your spirituality and say, I am asking for my maker to help me, what is the purpose of you doing those prayers? Is for the hereafter, is for the now, is for my children. You have a purpose for everything in life. And I think that purpose that you have that defines you in a very superficial way, it is very powerful. So I want to wish you a happy new year. And as always in Talk to Connect, we are always going to have these amazing people who will come and share their journeys. And as I said, most of them who come and share, you realize in the end, they had one thing. What is their end goal and what is their purpose and what is driving them? So what is driving you this year? What is the purpose? What's the one thing by the end of this year you will say, I made it. I made a change. I made a difference. I became a different person. I had clarity, and this is the legacy of this, the thing that I changed this year that made me happy, unique. You might not have gotten all your goals correctly, maybe by the end of the year. You might not hit that, whatever you wanted. But see, it's not always about how much you achieved. It's how much difference have you made. And not only for you, but it's for others. Have I really pulled someone with me and make a difference? Have I really created a legacy? Someone somewhere shared something, or I shared something, or I said something, or I did something that served me, that served my community. Because everything we do that makes a difference, we help each other to become leaders. You're a leader in your own way. You're a leader in your house, you're a leader in your office, you're a leader in school, you're a leader in every place where you are. The only thing that makes you a better leader is when you know what you want to serve others and what you want to do for others. So I want to wish you a very, very happy new year, and hoping to have more talks and more amazing guests who are going to share their journeys with us this year. And thank you, and see you soon. And don't forget to subscribe and like and leave a comment and share if you have something. Share if you have a story that you want to share and Talk to Connect. And I'm asking a story that is gonna help someone rethink their life, someone believe that there's change in this world, allow someone to have clarity. I want to welcome you. I want you to share with you can share with your story with us in the YouTube in an interview, or you can share the story where we can read it and share with others. You can share your story in different ways. We all have something to share with others. We all have a journey. We have something that we share, and it doesn't have to. It can be a story that you feel like is not important to you, but you overcame it and you changed. There's a lot of people who are looking for someone to empower them, to support them, to just give them hope, especially at this time of Corona. So if you have a story that you want to share with us, be it in parenting, relationship, career, and you've achieved and you changed and you created a difference in your family, in your society, in your company. It doesn't have to be you who created a million or you created a company, but you've just created change. And that's what we're looking for, helping others change, because the only time that we see perspective of life differently is when we change. When I change, when you change, when we change the way we perceive things, we change the way things work around us. So be the change that you want to be and help others change. Thank you so much.